Hi, guys. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me in another week of the Lex Hustle podcast. Can you believe that we're already 4 weeks into the new year? Crazy, right? I know. So, you saw the title, and you probably heard it 1,000 times.
Be your own boss. Follow your dreams.
But what if I told you that wasn't the best advice for everyone? What if I told you that being an entrepreneur is not all that it's cracked up to be? There's many sleepless nights, uncertainty, and etc. And in this episode, I'm getting down to the nitty gritty, yeah? But before we do, let me drop the intro.
It's time to hustle and do what you say. It's time to live your life with no apologies. It's time to get on your grind, cause there ain't no other way. It's time to hustle. Lex hustle, Lex hustle, Lex hustle.
Again, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Lex Chappelle, and I'm your host. This is the Lex Hustle Podcast, where every week we talk about following our dreams and living our best lives. Now, in this episode, we're going to dive deep into the real about entrepreneurship. And trust me, you may want to put your seatbelt on. But before we get into it, you guys already know what we need to recite. So say it with me. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. And out of this situation, only good will come, and I am safe. Let's say it again. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. And out of this situation, only good will come, and I am safe. All right, turn to your neighbor and say amen. All right, guys. So why this topic? I don't want anybody to be like, oh my God, you're such a Debbie Downer. The topic, the title, yikes. How you gonna tell me that entrepreneurship is not for me? Yeah. Relax. I'm just trying to be open and transparent, okay? So the thing about entrepreneurship, what a lot of people think why they should be an entrepreneur is because they're like, I don't want nobody to tell me what to do. I want to own my own time. I want a unlimited amount of money. I want to get it out the mud. I don't think anybody said get out the mud, but you know what I mean. Everybody wants to live on their own terms and do their own things. Let me be frank with you. If you are not, and they also think that it's going to bring them so much joy and so much happiness, and they're just going to love what they do. Someone play a violin, please. Because it's not all what fairy tales and unicorns and peaches and roses. All right. Now, will you feel fulfilled? Yes, half the time. Will you feel half the time that what you're doing is not enough? Yes, and yes. Now, why do I say that I decided to have this powwow today with you? Is because this week I had the opportunity to meet with some ladies at the Small Business Association. You have one in your area. Definitely Google it. They have resources. They'll show you how to, for instance, write grants, how to get funded, how to do a business plan, etc. They're really a good resource, and you also can meet other business owners. I also had a chance to go in, I would say, internship or help out to get ideas from a coffee shop, because that's what I'm opening. I talked about this last year or the year before, and I've been dragging my feet. I know, please, not too much on me, but also hold me accountable. So actually, y'all can cover me. It's time. It's almost time. But to get ideas and stuff like that, and we were basically talking. I was talking with someone that worked there, and I kind of had heard both of the sides this week, if that makes sense, especially me being an entrepreneur. So one of the things was we were talking about you're not going to be happy 100% of the time. And it was this thing of one of the girls saying, I thought I was going to just be so happy. Like leaving my 9 to 5, I just thought I was going to be happy and like, oh my gosh, I'm doing it. I'm on the path. And that's the same thing that the girl at the coffee shop that I was at was saying, was like she was saying this about a coworker that had left. She was basically saying that people think that when they leave, like when they're at a job, they're going to be happy all the time. Like, and the girl that was here that I missed that left, her whole complaint was that she didn't feel happy or the job got on her nerves. And come to find out, oh my God, is that my first let me stop with the ums. Come to find out, she wants to come back to the coffee shop because what's that, Macy Gray? Someone once told me the grass wasn't much greener on the other side. That was so church. On the other side. But yeah, so we were talking about that, and it was crazy because I had like both sides of it. Somebody that technically works a traditional job and has a set schedule, and someone that went into entrepreneurship because they didn't feel happy with their job or they didn't feel fulfilled. And that's the same thing. Is like people are thinking that being an entrepreneur is going to make you happy. Being an entrepreneur, you're going to feel fulfilled 24/7. When that takes me into my other point is if you can't discipline yourself at a 9-to-5 or a traditional job, meaning doing your work and taking pride in the work that you do, how do you think that you're going to run a business? How do you think you're going to be fulfilled? Everybody's like, oh, I just want to make my own hours. I want to, do my own thing. But if you can barely work, you can barely be on time at a 9-to-5. And then I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, well, it's going to be my own business, so I'm going to take it more seriously. That's kind of like the people that say, oh, I'm going to save money or start saving money when I start making more money. Like, huh? If you're not getting your saving habits and your investing habits right now, by the time you get more money, trust me, your saving habits and your investing habits are not going to improve. Because if you can't do well with a little, baby, you're not going to be able to do well in a lot. And I know the Bible teaches on that. Somebody drop the verse in the comments, okay? Help us out. But, yeah. So we also were talking about that. Some people think that, or you may be thinking, okay, I'm going to get into entrepreneurship because I can create my own schedule. I can do this, do that. The amount of discipline that it takes, listen to me and see me. The amount of discipline that it takes when you're off for a whole day and you're just like, I'm going to get my nails done like me, honey. And then you're like, I got to do this for a business. I got to answer these emails. I got to go here. I got to do this. And you just don't feel like it. Even now, late at night, in the morning, or late at night, the amount of times that I break out in a song is crazy. I would love to go to sleep right now. Actually, I would love to. Especially because I'm fasting. I'm just like, Lord, trying to be in your word, but I'm a little hungry. So I would actually like to go to sleep right about now. But things still have to get done. So you have to have that discipline when you want to go to sleep or when you want to binge watch a show and you realize that you can't do that because you have to create content. You have to package some rule books. It's like you can't go to sleep. You got to figure out what's next. You got to plan out actually your whole week next week. You got to get in your handy dandy journal and figure out what's the plan next week. So if you think that being an entrepreneur also, baby, and don't let you run a restaurant, a coffee shop, or a catering business. And even if you don't, honestly, any business, you're being the secretary, you're answering emails, you're posting content talking about and it's just you. We thank you for your support. It's just me. You're washing dishes. You're literally being the baker. You're being the cashier. So if you don't have the work ethic to do a good job and network at your 9-to-5 now, I'm here to tell you it's not going to work out for you, babe. It's not going to work out for you, babe. You might, if you want to make more money, you might want to do a side hustle, like a gig app or something. But entrepreneurship just may not be for you. Now, if you go to sleep and you have this fire burning in your soul, like every day you wake up, you can't stop thinking about it. God keeps hovering, like sending you this vision in your dreams. You're constantly literally seeing your life. Like you're wanting better for yourself. You just have this hunger. Then go for it. Will it be easy? No. Of course not. Of course not. It won't. Will you doubt yourself? Absolutely. Will it be fulfilling? I mean, when you're not doubting yourself, absolutely. Will you literally just be amazed at your strength and your willpower? Yes. It breaks you in a way that is humbling, but a little oddly satisfying. I'm not going to lie. But yeah. So that's kind of my pep talk for today, guys. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. If you have any other advice or any other thing to add to this, any real details or insights about being an entrepreneur, help our friends out and comment that below so they know what they're getting into. Again, I'm not discouraging you to be an entrepreneur. I'm just being real with you, honey. Because listen, 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4, and somebody got to tell the truth these days. It's not all rainbows and fairy tales. I'm sorry. Can you do it? Yes. If you have the willpower and you know that you're not going to give up and you just have this fire burning inside of you, give it all you got. And when I mean all, capital A, capital L, capital L. Okay? All right, guys, guess what? The Hustle Rule book is out now. It's out now, and guess where you can get it at? Lex Hustle Podcast on Instagram. You can click the link in our bio. If you want to click the link in the bio, guess what? No freaking worries. You can go to lexhustlepodcast.myshopify.com. I was about to say Spotify, Lord. And you can go in there and you can buy the Lex Hustle Rule book. Also, it doesn't have any like dates. You put the date in yourself. So if you get this in February, no worries. You write in the date in which the week is for. So but it does have a calendar for each month in here. But like I said, you definitely can use this in 2026 because it doesn't have the dates. You write them in. Even though another one's going to come out in 2026 and it's going to be even more exciting because it's going to be more detailed. God literally gave me this when I was on my fast in December. Woo, child, hold on. Let me hold it because y'all know I can cry in 2.5 seconds. And this year, it's all about execution. It's like, stop talking, do. So when he gave me this, I'm just like, how can I even get this by the new year? Like, God, help me out, Lord. I don't know how I can launch a journal by the new year, and you're giving me this in December to do. And you're haunting me. And I took a week because I'm just like, I can't do it. I don't know what you're talking about, Lord. I don't even know where to look. Like, I never printed a journal in my life. I don't even know what to do. Where do I host it on, Lord? And I literally was up day and night researching outlets to use and how to do it and etc. And I feel like that needed to happen because that showed me that if God tells me I can do something, believe in him, trust in him, and just start looking at executing. Because if he gave you the vision, trust that it can be done. So this literally, the last 3 weeks of December, this idea was given to me. And by the time I acted on it, I had 2 weeks to make this a thing. So I say all that to say, if you're working on something, trust me, you can get it done. Just start with that 30-day challenge, spending 10 minutes with your business and getting things done. This is like my baby. I'm so like, I can't even believe it, y'all. I really can't because I designed all of this. The fast and the prayers, literally. So this is my sweat and tears. Literally, I came up with the whole design and I just thank God. I thank God. If you buy it, I appreciate you so much. And my heart is full. Y'all have an amazing week. I love y'all to freaking pieces, man. And see you next week. Okay, bye.